Well, it's the only thing I ever really bought myself. Huh. Since I basically was married with my ex. And after the divorce and everything, I pretty much, I pretty much had to start over again. And this is one of the only things I ever bought myself. This let me see if I can get I don't know if the thing's in the way. All right. This is a 2010 Ram 1500. I bought this truck with, I think, 60,000 or 58,000 miles on it. And I bought her when? Let's see, my divorce was finalized, I guess 2013. I think I bought this in 2015. No, maybe 2014. So, yeah, she's been with me through thick and thin. But today's the day. Got a bunch of people coming out to look at her. I'm hoping to get like 6,000 or so for her. And yeah, this is what you gotta do when you're, kind of hit rock bottom. I could take money out of savings, but me and my wife talked about it, and it's either this or I become company. And I've been looking at company jobs around here, and they're not really paying. I'm very surprised. I haven't really looked at Indeed or Craigslist in a while. Last time I looked at Craigslist, I was looking for seeing if I could find a dedicated owner-operator position. And looking at jobs, for at least actually for everything, just about. $25 an hour is about the going rate, I would say, for a local truck driver. And for OTR and regional, I'm not seeing much more over 65 cents a mile, maybe 68 cents a mile. There's Estes over here. They're paying 70. But I was looking at reading a little bit about the routes and stuff. I don't think I'll get the miles. I know a lot of people might come off the wrong way, but I pay pretty good child support for one child. Thank God I don't have alimony anymore. But the way I see it, if you're not grossing over $2,000 with the cost of everything, our electric has tripled. The cost of our coal has doubled or almost tripled. Anytime I get anything repaired on the vehicles, you're talking parts that were like $30-$40 are now $100, $200, and then labor and stuff. $25 an hour just ain't gonna really cut it. It's almost like, there's a few. I've actually found a few $30 an hour local jobs, but they're going in New York, Long Island, and stuff, and they're super duper. You'll get burned out. It's pretty much what it is. It's food service. You're going to be delivering to little restaurants, and unless you really know New York City and grew up with that lifestyle, I don't want to take the chance on it. Because you do anything, have an accident or something, then there's a mark on your on your license. So, I'm not really trying to go over to New York City. And, the way I'm seeing it, unless you got no costs, you got like a paid off, well, technically I got a paid off house, but you got paid off cars, you don't have child support obligations, you don't have any debt whatsoever, you're pretty much looking at a $2,000 gross income, at least here on the Northeast. I'm even out, I'm in the sticks, but COVID changed everything. rent's going up around here. I mean, I'm not renting, but I'm just saying, I don't know how these people are making it. So, I know I'm sounding a little bit despaired, but I mean, I'm just thinking about it. It's not me necessarily. I'm not necessarily despaired or discouraged or anything. It's just me talking about it. It's kind of, I can kind of see where things are going for everyone. But like I said, $2,000 a month, $2,000 a week gross after taxes and everything. I would probably end up with maybe $1,600 out of that, and then I have a $250 a week obligation for child support. So I'm basically paying $1,000 a month for child support. Um, so that would knock me down into the $1,400 range. So I can make ends meet, but I mean I would be treading water. I'd still owe technically on this truck, the semi truck. I don't want to go back to having horrible credit and debt. I already did that with the divorce. I don't want to go back to that. Um, and I just feel like all the work I did with the truck and my business credit and stuff, because yes, I do. The truck is on my LLC. It's still personal, probably guaranteed, but still, I still have rather good business credit. I have a business card. I have a business fuel card. Anything, if I wanted to do anything in the future involving maybe real estate or anything else, it'll hamper anything. It'll hamper me getting moving forward. So I just figured I'd put that out there that sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. It's an older truck. It has almost 200,000 miles on it. It's say I brought my daughter home in it, brought my son home in it. I have a little bit of an emotional connection to it. I guess just for the fact of where I was in my life and what I came out of when I bought this. That's pretty much why. I know it sounds silly, but yeah, sometimes you gotta make hard decisions, and this is gonna be one of them for me. I know it's just a stupid pickup truck, but like I said, it felt like a new turning leaf, coming out of what I had there. So this is some of the stuff that you're gonna have to do. Some decisions you might have to make. If you want to keep a business, if you want to keep in trucking or anything, it's not always a ray of sunshine. Shit happens, and I'm gonna change. I have another car. This is a third car for me technically. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll still be able to get to work if I have to. If I end up getting a local job or whatnot. But I'm going to use the proceeds from this truck. I'm going to put it as a down payment on that next gen I've been talking about. And we're going to go from there. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to make any more money as a company driver than I will as an owner operator with the dedicated account I have. I can't see that unless somehow I magically fall into an oil field job that someone isn't already working and making that money. I can't see me making more, grossing more than $2,000 a week, and even then, that all depends too. That's not guaranteed. Hours, mileage. The only other time I think I ever grossed close to $2,000 a week or at $2,000 a week was when I was working for Central Transport for a little bit and had an hour drive there, just about an hour drive home. I was doing line haul, so I was getting the miles. Then I'd come back. I would do dock work until my sometimes past my logbook time, my ELD. And, I was working 14-hour days every day just about to get over $2,000. And then the taxes just wiped it out. Taxes and my support obligations. And you would think you would see your family more still working local, but to make it worth your while in income, it, and then the drive home and everything, I was getting home. The kids were already off to school. The wife would already go to work. So I'd get home. Maybe I'd see her leave. Sometimes if I got home early enough, I'd see the kids leave. And I'd be at home. I'd have to try to go to sleep. The sun's out. I'd be tired. I'd take my shower. I'd eat my breakfast/dinner or whatever versa you want to call it. And I would go to bed. And then the kids would usually wake me up when they get home. She'd try to keep them not waking me up. So I'd get, maybe if I was lucky, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I'd stay up, help them with their homework, have dinner, early dinner, and then get in the truck and drive down there and start it all over again every night. And the weekends, I was so goddamn tired because I would get home Saturday morning because I worked pretty much night shift. It's still, it would have been no better than if I was over the road for, maybe stop by the house once or twice, for the week, or at least I would have had the whole weekend, to do stuff with the family. So that's it. Most, like any of the other local jobs I ever had, they just didn't pay a lot. There was no opportunity for overtime, no opportunity for extra miles, and you're treading water all the time. So I know that's depending. There's some good stuff out there, but it's far and few in between. And I would say the inflation is catching up pretty quick. I don't want to work 70 hours a week to make just to make it. I would like to still be able to buy myself a decent pickup truck. I'd like to be able to take the kids to Myrtle Beach or something once in a while. I'm not talking about extravagant cruises or stuff, but I'd like to enjoy life with my family and myself. I made these decisions. I've got these licenses. I have this knowledge, and I'd like to get something in return for it. I don't want to be just somebody slaving to accomplish nothing. You're not going to get a pension anymore. You'll be lucky if your 401k is still there the way things go. Somebody else will come in, your 401k will do well, and then they'll change. They'll change administrations, and next thing you know, it's shit again. I've already lived through this through 2008, living through it again pretty much. It is what it is. My stock, I played with stock a little bit. There's sometimes I did well, other times I tried to limit my risk and play it cool, and you still end up losing money. So it's just hard to get ahead sometimes. So, all right, I'm gonna cut it here. I just figured I would give an update that I'm just sitting here at home doing nothing, cleaning the house. I'm surviving. I have tons of applications in. A lot of stuff I got back, they're either too far away or they're not willing to pay, more than, I don't know. I've been seeing that there's a lot of scammy stuff going on with applying to Indeed and other things. You apply to these applications and you think they're directly through the company, and there's some overseas agent that's, I guess they're hiring them to, giving them a percentage for everyone they hire or something. I don't know what it is. But like the last one, I applied to it was supposed to be a really good local job. And of course they called me, and it was some foreign, could barely speak English. And they were trying to push me into Heartland Express for 55 cents a mile. And I said, no. I said, I'm 10-year veteran. I'm a seasoned CDL holder. I'm not going to work in today's environment for 55 cents a mile. And you had to be out for 3 weeks and then home a week and all kinds of other stuff. But I mean, that's the kind of stupid stuff I've been getting back. A lot of the local stuff I applied to, I haven't heard anything back yet. That's probably because a million other people are applying to it. But yeah, it seems like maybe I might even have a hard time just getting a company job. So it is what it is. But that's the game plan, to sell this truck, take the proceeds from it, put it as a down payment on that Kenworth and start hauling dedicated freight again. Start grossing 40. Well, taking net. Start netting $4,500 again, or maybe more, because I know my fuel costs will probably go down. So, if I can keep that up, it was steady, it was easy. That's what I'm gonna try to do, because that's my best. I know, even though I'm going into more debt and everything, and there's still gonna be things that could happen there with that. It could end up going into the shop for 2 months or whatever. But yeah, that's the game plan. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab that next gen, and we're gonna keep on trucking. So thanks everybody for tuning in and watching this. I'm not really down in the dumps. I'm just nothing exciting going on. So we're gonna leave that there, and I hope if you're new and you're watching this, you can understand that sometimes you can do all the right things and still have catastrophes, and that's something you got to think about. That's why I really don't like videos that come on here and say, oh, it's easy, become a truck driver, you're gonna make twice as much as you were making in Walmart and stuff. And I guess if you're if you were doing that, yeah, it sounds nice at first, but it eventually catches up to you, and you're just in a bigger hole with a bigger shovel. And think about your life, and how much easier it might be right now than before you jumped into trucking, or got a lease purchase or something. These guys that are saying, oh, I'm a CEO and all this crap, don't listen to all that. Just think about what you want in life and what you want to devote your time to, and concentrate on that. So all right, I'll see you.